Welcome to this episode of She's All Books. Come and hang out for book reviews, bookish content, and nostalgic vibes. I hope you enjoy this episode.
Welcome to this episode of She's All Books. Here with me today is Nicole Marie, author of The Riley Effect. Thank you, Nicole, for joining me tonight. How are you?
Good, and thanks for having me. I'm very excited.
Yes, I'm so excited that you're here. I was very excited when your name popped up because I read and devoured The Riley Effect. Any book that has a golden retriever on it or a lab or puppy of some type is going to get an instant read from me, and it was such a good book. So I can't wait to dive in, ask a lot of questions about you as an author, you as a person, and get to discuss The Riley Effect. Are you ready for a game of paper fortune teller or cootie catcher, whatever you prefer? Are you down for this?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Awesome.
This is just all brought me back to my childhood, all this stuff.
Good.
So exciting.
That's awesome. What did you call it? Did you call it a paper fortune teller or a cootie catcher?
Fortune teller, but I also heard cootie catcher. So that one wasn't a big surprise. Yeah. I'm sure some people are like, what?
I always called it a paper fortune teller, and then I met an author, Daisy Jane, and she was like, it's a cootie catcher. And I was like, no. And so then I was like, you know what? I kind of do remember it being called that. So I've been like asking and polling all of the authors I get to talk to. And I think it's like a regional thing. I'm noticing like a lot of authors in certain areas called it cootie catcher. I'm glad to meet a fellow paper fortune teller because I think we're the minority here.
Oh, all right.
Really? Yeah, so far. Okay, let me get my paper ready. There we go. All right, so if you are not familiar with a paper fortune teller or a cootie catcher and you're watching this episode and you're like, what are they talking about? This is a fun paper origami thing that I would make in grade school. Were you like in elementary school, middle school? And you were, And a lot of time I would play with friends like at lunch and you'd make these. And on the outside, they have 4 different colors. On the inside, there's 8 different numbers. And under each number, the way we're going to play it is I have a question for Nicole. Now, there's many ways you can actually use these and play with these. That's going to be the book version that we're doing, just to kind of take us back to that nostalgia time period. Okay, so your color options are pink, orange, green, or blue. That's a lie. This is a new one. Your color options are pink, orange, purple, or green.
I'll do purple.
Purple. All right. I gotta get used to that. I had to make a new one. Purple. Your number options are 1, 2, 5, or 6.
I'll do 6.
6. All right. Question number 6. I have to write these down because I'm at the point where I just can't remember. Okay. Question number 6. All right. This is a fill in the blank question, and it's my ideal book crush is blank. So you can describe your ideal book boyfriend or girlfriend and how would they be?
Oh gosh, this is a hard one. Definitely, I don't know. If we're going like book boyfriend, I can't say no to like a single dad book.
Yes.
I don't know why. Just love them.
Same. Yes.
And I don't know, probably an athlete, as you can tell, probably from my book. I grew up watching sports and love sports, so probably something like that. Like thinking of actual book boyfriends like Ryan Shea, which is probably like everyone's, is like my top one. So something like along those lines, probably.
Awesome. Same. I feel like something about the single dad lately has been like a trope. I'm just like, if it says single dad on the list, I'm like, okay, I'll read that. It's so good.
Same.
Dog dad too. Yeah. All right. Same color options: purple, orange, pink, or green.
Orange.
Orange. ORANGE. Your number options are 1, 2, or 5. Since we already did 6.
I'll do 2.
2. All right. Question number 2. What are your favorite tropes to read, and what are your favorite tropes to write?
That's a good one. So definitely single dad. I've been really into like enemies to lovers lately. I
Yes.
don't know why. That's just been something I've been devouring. And what else do I trying to think off my top of my head? And honestly, I like anything like set in the college time. I just feel like it's like
Me too.
kind of being nostalgic as I'm getting older, and I like loved that
Yeah.
time of my life. So I feel like going back there through books has been really fun.
I agree. Same here. I've been really driving with like college romance, but also like the ones that took place like then and then they bounce back and forth between the now and then. Those have been really fun lately. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
So
those
it's
too.
a good trope. All right. Green, pink, purple, or orange?
Green.
Green. All right. Green. I wish this showed up better on the screen. Oh, you get a new set of numbers. 3, 4, 7, or 8.
7.
7. All right. Question number 7. For those viewers who have not yet read The Riley Effect, can you give them a brief summary or synopsis or pitch on what The Riley Effect is about?
Yes. So it's about two college athletes that are very different personality wise. It's a very sure of himself, cocky hockey player and shy female basketball player that is just trying to get through school. They meet when the hockey player gets in trouble the first few weeks of school and has to volunteer at the animal shelter, where the female main character works because she wants to be a veterinarian, and then from there, like a relationship forms between the two of them, like a friendship where one Jalen, the male character, wants to take it further, and it's just about their stories and finding trust after some trauma happens in the past and learning to work past it.
Awesome. Yep. It's such a good book. Highly, highly recommend. I have more questions about it, so we'll keep digging deeper into it. All right. Same options. Pink, orange. I say same options, but I can't remember them. Pink, orange, purple, or green.
I'll do pink since we haven't done that one yet.
Awesome. All right. PINK. You didn't know you got to listen to me spell colors as much as you're going to. And these options are 3, 4, or 8. Because we already did 7. What, did you say 3?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Question number 3. What led you to writing? Like, was this something that sprung up as an idea, or like, how did this whole author journey start for you?
So I was a communications major in college, and I always did like statistical sports writing. Never thought I could do creative writing at all. And then I saw an Instagram post that the NHL posted of the games they play outside, and they were all like fist pounding a dog, and I was like, I need a book about this, and I sent it to a group of friends, and they were like, you should write it, and I was like, maybe I should. So then I just like wrote it, really no intentions to do with anything with it, and I was like, realized how really easy it was to self-publish, and I was like, well, I might as well just go through this, and it's been really fun, and I've loved every second of it. So
that's
awesome.
Kind of the idea, the way it came to you was just very organic. It sounds like you just there wasn't a book that met the need, and so you wrote it. That is awesome.
I didn't tell anyone. My mom didn't find out until like the last minute. She was kind of upset. I was like, I just don't know. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, and then I don't know. Everyone's been
low pressure too, because you didn't have like anyone like expecting it. You know, it was kind of like for you. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Very nice. That's very cool. All right. Purple, pink, orange, or green?
Orange.
Orange. The last one. ORANGE. And your number options are 4, or 8. So we already did 7 and 3.
4.
4. All right. All right. Question number 4 is, what are your favorite things about the characters in the Riley Effect?
I love that Jalen's very patient. I think that's something I personally need to work on. So it's kind of fun, like writing someone kind of you aspire to be in that aspect. And I love how fiercely loyal Ivy is and how family oriented she is. I come from like a big family and a big extended family. So writing that and like getting to write some of like my family traditions into her family was really fun.
That is awesome. Yes, the patience is key. And I think that I picked up on that when I was reading the book, and that is also something that I needed to work on, which is probably why I like absolutely loved the characters in this book. All right. Pink, purple, green, or orange?
Purple.
Purple. All right. Purple. And there's only one left on this one, which is question number 8. So, question number 8. All right. I just lost my spot. Right. Are you, and you can say I can't answer this if you need to. Are you currently working on any new works in progress? Like, are you writing anything new? Any fun, exciting projects coming down the pipeline?
Yes, hopefully it'll be out this fall, but it's the second book in the same series, the Westvale University series. So I'm excited. It's coming along. It's getting there. It's interesting how much easier this one has been just to write and all of that. I think just having a process down and not being as nervous has helped a lot. I was taking a lot of pauses before because I just wasn't sure. So I'm excited about it.
That is awesome. I feel like I saw you post about it on Instagram not long ago. Is that right? Like, didn't you? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's slowly starting to come out as I'm writing. So hopefully there'll be more
correct
soon.
me if I'm wrong. This is like an interconnected series, right? So it's not going to be the same 2 characters. It'll be 2 different characters, but in the same like universe, right?
Exactly.
Awesome. Very exciting. I can't wait to read it. And when it comes out, I hope you come back on the show. All right. If you hear my dog barking, I'm just gonna edit that out. Don't worry. I'll take all the background noises out. Okay. Looks like we have 2 left. Right, pink, purple, green, or orange?
We'll do green.
Green, all right. Green. And your only one left on this is, oh wait, no, you have 2 options, 1 or 5.
I'll do 1.
1, all right. Question number 1 is one of my favorite questions, but I think people don't love it like I do. And that is, if you were to match the Riley effect with a song or a movie or a show from the 90s or early 2000s, what comes to mind?
Right away, I would say One Tree Hill. I feel like it's very funny because I don't think I realized writing, and then after I was rewatching One Tree Hill and I was like, oh, this is kind of similar to Haley and Nathan, which I guess makes sense. I've watched the show so many times at this point, it's not surprising. It just kind of subtly sunk in there, but that's where my mind initially goes.
I can see that. I can totally see that. It didn't come to my mind immediately, but when you said Montreal, I'm like, oh my gosh, absolutely. That is what would remind me of that too, which is such a good show. I was obsessed with that show when it was live and coming out weekly. It was so good. All right. Perfect. I just lost my track. Okay. And our last one, for the fun of it, we're going to do this even though your only option left is 5. We'll pretend. Okay. So, purple, pink, orange, or green?
Orange.
Orange. Okay. Orange. Question number 5. All right. Question number 5. Okay. For question number 5, what are 3 things that readers might not know about you?
1 is I'm the oldest of 4. I have 2 younger sisters and a younger brother. I work for a nonprofit. That provides mentors to individuals with developmental disabilities.
Awesome.
The 3rd thing. Gosh, the 3rd thing's so much harder. Well, it's not really about me, but my sister's getting married this weekend, and I'm the maid of honor. So
that is exciting.
A little current life thing. So that's exciting.
That is great. Awesome. Thank you for sharing those 3 things. I feel like that's like such an icebreaker question. I'm like, but it's also nice as a reader and for the viewers to get to connect with you. Like there's some things that you just share with me that I can connect with. So that's awesome. Thank you for sharing those. All right. So we're at the segment of the show where I have 3 nostalgic games that you get to pick one of for us to play together, and it's going to have a bookish twist to it. So the options are MASH, Never Have I Ever, or Truth or Dare. And they're all going to have bookish twists.
I'll do MASH.
MASH is my favorite. I get excited when people choose MASH. Okay. So as I set this up, I need to like print off just like blanks of MASH to fill in because it always makes me bad. But if you're watching this and you're not sure what MASH is a fun game. It stands for mansion, house, shack, apartment. Kind of similar to the paper fortune teller. We played it when we were younger, and how we're going to play it today is Nicole will get to choose two options for each category, and then I'll choose the third. I think that like growing up, maybe it was like 3 and 4th. I don't know. But we're going to do 3 options just for time's sakes because I'm going to be crossing them out. And then we'll get our final results. But to make it a bookish twist, we're going to do book boyfriend or girlfriend, book crush, however you want to call it, career, number of kids, and tropes. And you can choose whatever you want. It doesn't have to be actual book characters. It can just be whatever your imagination takes you. So the first category is book crush.
I will do. I feel like I'm forgetting like everything I've ever read.
Oh, that's how I am all the time. So I was like, what's a good book you've read recently? And I'm like, so many, but then I can't actually like think of one. I'm like, what happens? You get like amnesia like all of a sudden when you're talking about it.
I'll do. I just finished Magnolia Parks, which I don't suggest reading when you're planning your sister's bachelorette.
I am obsessed with Magnolia Parks. I went down that rabbit hole in January, and it was a very good rabbit hole to go down. Yes.
So good. I'm so excited for the next 2, but I was like, I don't know if I can emotionally take this. So
I will definitely reread those, and I'm jealous you're reading them for the first time. Okay, so who from Magnolia Parks are you choosing?
BJ Valentine.
BJ Valentine, all right.
I haven't read that series.
What book are you on in that series?
The last one.
Oh, okay,
or the most recent one. So
okay, yeah.
I'm almost done, and it was just it's a lot. And then I'll do. Gosh, I'm scrolling through my Theo Silva from Reckless. That was another one of my favorites I've read this year.
Leo?
Yeah.
Yes,
Theo.
okay.
Theo.
Oh, Theo from Reckless by L.J. Shen?
Elsie Silver.
Oh, I'm like all over the place with mine. Okay. So I'm not thinking of the same book as you. That's why I'm having a hard time. All right. So Theo. Yeah. All right. And then I, just to switch it up, I'm going to choose Julian from Magnolia Parks series because he's my fave, but I'm a major red flag. So.
Oh, well, I know. Right. All of those are the ones that you shouldn't. Every book.
Love BJ too. All right. So, career. What is the guy's career?
Okay.
I just dropped everything. I got so excited over Julian.
Gosh. Okay, career. Let's do accountant because I feel like that's like a safe job.
Absolutely.
Let's do professional basketball player.
Yeah, I'll do art collector. All right. And then number of kids.
I'll do 2 and 4.
Okay. This was like in elementary school when like I was doing it for a friend and I would pick like 13, like something crazy thinking it was like so funny. And now I'm like, whoa, that's crazy.
No.
I'll meet you in the middle. I'll do 3. And then, okay, so you pick 2 tropes. It could be any tropes, ones you love, don't love, whichever, and then I'll pick 1 trope.
So I'll do lovers to friends and friends to lovers.
Okay, that's how I heard it.
That makes more sense. And then do single dad nanny. That's just kind of what I've been reading lately.
And then I'm going to throw in one of my favorite right now, tropes, but it's very controversial and people like don't love it. I mean, I like a lot of controversial tropes, but I'm going to do the miscommunication trope because I love it, especially when there's lots of groveling afterwards. there are people who are like, yuck, I would never read miscommunication. Bring it on. Okay, so you can't really see it. I have it filled out. So now what I'm going to do is draw the spiral until you tell me to stop. And then however many points of intersection there are, I will use that number to start slashing until we have one left in every category. I don't know why I struggled with like what I was trying to say then. Okay, so I'm going to start now and you can tell me when to stop. Okay, 8. All right, so I'm going to start slashing. I'll try my best to talk while I do this, but I've learned I'm not good at counting and talking.
That's something I've learned too, like doing workout classes and stuff. I'm like, no, I need to just focus on one.
Exactly. I'm just going to be quiet over here. You guys count for me. Okay, it's not miscommunication. So if you're watching this and you hate miscommunication, we've slashed it. We're good. How would you play MASH when you were younger? Do you remember?
Pretty much the exact same way.
Good.
We added like a couple more random categories to it for some reason.
Yeah,
like there was always something
too.
random in there. But
I can't think of the other categories though. Like I've been trying to think. I need to like Google it so I can like think of.
I feel like we always did cars.
Oh yes, I do remember that. Gosh, I don't know enough types of cars to do that for that.
No, and it was always just like some random thing, like cars that made no sense. And what else was there? Honeymoon was one that we always had too.
Oh yes, I do remember honeymoon too. See, I just needed to ask you because I could not think of any of them. Okay, we have our results. So the guy's name is BJ. The career is art collector, so we did a little switcheroo there. 2 kids. The trope is friends to lovers, and he lives in a shack. So I might have just created your next work in progress after this one. I think I just like did the planning part for you, and you can roll with it.
Oh my gosh, that would actually be very fun to just like, even if it was just like something short, just about the MASH.
Like a little like novella, like around the holidays or something. Like there you go, done. I'll save it for you. I even wrote your name already up here so that I know whose is whose. All right, that was fun. Thank you for entertaining me with that. I don't know why, like it's kind of like therapeutic to do some of these like nostalgic games. That was a lot of fun.
Just fun.
Thanks for entertaining me and being a good sport. Okay, so before we end this episode, I will drop all the links in the captions for from viewers to find you. But can you tell the viewers like right now where they're able to connect with you, where they're able to find the Riley Effect, so they can find your books?
Yeah, so I'm on both Instagram and TikTok as author Nicole Marie, so you can find me there. And then the Riley Effect is available on Amazon if you want the paperback or Kindle Unlimited. So whichever way you want. And then there's links to all of it too on my social media. So you need to find it that way. It's there too.
Perfect. And I'll drop the links in here. And thank you again, Nicole, for joining me. That was so fun. I had such a good time. Please come back when book 2 in the series comes out. I would love to be able to dive in and chat all things about that book and the series continues. Thanks again, and I will make sure to drop everything in the captions for the viewers to find you. Everyone have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thanks for watching this episode of She's All Books. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at She's All Books. If you're interested in appearing as a guest or partnership opportunities, please check out the links in the caption.